I'm a farmer between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. A mother and a wife between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. A vet between 11 p.m. a.m. and 6 p.m. And a mother and a wife between 6 p.m. and 4 a.m. So when it comes to 6, I will disappear. In a nutshell, that's who I am.
Maybe your background.
My background.
Something you would like to know.
My background, as in from education, from I was born, raised in Entebbe.
You were raised in the area.
So, but I didn't study there. I studied from Mukono. At that time it used to be Mukono. Right now I think it's Buikwe. Stella Maris in Sugar. Then I went to Mary Hill. Then I went to Makerere University. So I've studied from only 3 schools. Yeah. And then, when I was at Makerere University, I did vets. Practiced for 2 years. And then left to do private practice. So I've been a farmer for about more than 10 years.
So ideally you are a veterinary doctor?
Yeah. I'm a vet by profession.
Yeah, because I wanted to know, a doctor being in agriculture, it was a little hard for me to understand. So you were in the field you studied? Yeah,
I'm in the field I studied, but then that doesn't mean the best actually business in the world is agriculture, because you're assured of market. Everyone eats, even the doctor, even the sick, even the what. So at the end of the day, even all of you in your professions after you've retired, everyone retires from agriculture. You wait for the president here when he retires. We just go back to Chisos and Rajpuri.
When did you start your agricultural venture?
Maybe 26. That's why I've said I've done it for 10 years now.
Maybe we would like to know what could have been the inspiration behind your undertaking the same.
I hate lucky. And then I was lucky, I keep saying I was lucky I worked in a government organization somehow. Because you would go, you find someone, you ask him, how long have you worked here? 15 years, what do you have? A government house. How long have you worked here? 20 years, what do you have? A government house and a vehicle. And that is where they are clung. All their life is there. You dare remove those things, they die. So, and I'm like, I think this is not me. Yeah. And I was still lucky that when I was we do internship in Bushenyi, and the farm where I was, this guy never used to buy anything. Apart from sugar, and he was diabetic, so really, to eat almost a bunch every day. He sells everything. So, and when I met him, actually, it's from there that I got to, because when I met him, he told me I'd worked for government for 2 years. While I was there, his last born was in Mukono University. He had 10 kids, and all of them, he had taken them to school, through university, private sponsorship.
All that was from agriculture?
Yeah. So, okay. Really?
So there was a treasure in it?
Yeah, so like it opened my eyes while I was there. So when I left school, I came back home. I told people at home, then kept it at the back of my mind. So when I left, but I left knowing exactly what I wanted to do. So when I left school, I knew I was going to work for 2 years for whoever. Because as a vet, you don't actually need to be employed. All you need to do is have animals or be where there are animals. So if you don't have them, or if you don't have where you're staying, there are no animals, you can put them there as a vet, and when you look after them. Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a very good message. I know it's going to benefit us a lot as colleagues here and the youth outside. It's so inspirational. Well, now we would like to know, I know there are so many things you've achieved from the undertaking. Would you mind highlighting for us some of your achievements for the 10 years?
What I can say, I've kept pigs back here for 10 years, and in those 10 years, I started very with just 4 pigs. So I didn't start big. We all start small. Unless you have a lot of money, and even when you have a lot of money, I always tell people to maybe use professionals so that they don't squander their money, so that everything is right. But when you're just beginning as a youth, I started with only 4 pigs, and I did my masters. My masters, I used to pay 2.5 a semester, and all that money came from the pigs. I opened up my clinic, I have a vet clinic, for money from the pigs. Got married, I've been able to look after my family, my kids, maintain a good car, maintain a good home, from money from the farm, from the pigs, specifically. And then as time goes on, went on, after getting married, other things came. So while other people shift with different things, especially the Westerners, when you get married, you're a Westerner? Yeah. So you get married, and at Kuhinjira they'll give your wife, depending on how how the pockets of your in-laws will be. They can give her from a spoon to a house. Now me, I shifted with my pigs because I used to keep pigs.
Okay. you didn't want to leave them behind.
No, because I'd already been keeping them.
Okay.
So I shifted with my pigs.
Decided, let me take it up. Even at
So I came, told my husband all about it. He's like, really? Fine.
Okay. Well, we know in every business venture, there are always challenges. And I wouldn't say maybe you have never met challenges.
Oh, the challenges are there, quite many, but the most, when it comes to pigs, the biggest one is African swine fever. I've been hit by swine fever twice. And when you get hit by it, the animals die and you die with them. You die. But later you rise if you know what you want. Yeah. So I've been hit by swine fever twice. That's why I'm very, very strict when it comes to piggery. I don't let people into my piggery unit. Yeah. The other challenge would be inputs, like high of good quality. Like one of the reasons why I went into piggery, yes, it is a lucrative business, but then I started importing pigs, and my first pig cost me 4,000 US dollars. Just because I looked around, there were no good genetics, and then I had to buy, so it was expensive. And then even other things, I import most of my equipment, because then they were not there. But the beauty now that we've opened up agriculture, many people now know that there's money in agriculture. I mean, investors who never wanted to put money there now are like, oh, like now in the pig industry, after us introducing so many things, like the different equipments, now business people have come and they can say, okay, I have my money, what sells? I can bring you this equipment. So because like when I go to shows or when people come here, many of the things I have, I'm like the only one person who has them, and they ask me, where do you get them? I'm like, I import them. I import them, and I can't import for you because I'm a farmer, I'm not a business person. But now, someone who is a business person, business-minded, so they've started, for them, their business, they have their money, and they see now it's lucrative, so they just go and buy stuff. So at least now the equipment that is of good quality is there, but still some other inputs like feed, we still have a challenge of feed when it comes again to feeding pigs. Yeah, when it comes to crops again, seedlings or seeds, again that's a challenge. The inputs are not really right. The nice ones, you have to import them, which is costly.
We would like to have a message from you for the youth out there who at times don't see agriculture as something to go by. Most of them even after school, like statistics has it that of the 400,000 youth that graduate every year in Uganda, only about 80,000 get jobs. So there is that big gap of over 300,000. What message do you have for them?
First of all, the youth, you have to first of all find yourself. Now that's a challenge. Youth don't know what they want. They are marauding here, 1 minute they're the other side, the other minute they're here, there's money in, oh, now there's sports betting, now there's what. So, and then they like Kagwirao. Even when you tell them that I receive phone calls, they're like, oh, you're talking about the pigs. Now you send your pigs $100. So if I buy it, huh? In how much time will it give me money back? And you tell him, you know what, you have to be patient. You start getting money out of this pig after 1.5 years. They're like, ah. Yeah. So youth have to find themselves. But then again, they have a lot of energy. So instead of wasting this energy doing funny things, taking marijuana, I hear there are these other things. What are they called? In the pot. Shisha. That one. So they spend a lot of energy doing funny things. They can spend it thinking, and you don't necessarily have to do agriculture. Like the agriculture, there's what we call total farming. I can be a pig farmer, and then the other person doesn't actually have to go through what I go through, and they just process. So you may actually do food science and technology, I think, and you go into processing. There are so many apps now. Smartphones have come. Create an app for different things. Now, different like IT people have started their apps for chicken, apps for pigs, apps for weather. So you don't necessarily, you can still be a farmer, but in your profession. But you pick a niche. You look around. You're like, what is happening? Me, I don't want this soil. Okay, fine, I don't want. But I studied this, engineering, and you do so many things now. I'm saying we're having issues with importing. Put your mind to that and say maybe you look like there's a gentleman. When they looked at my foreign rights, he's now doing them. I imported mine, but he has fabricated them, and they really serve the same thing. So it has saved people, all the people from importing and whatever, and we have all the material. So you don't have to think about the dirty soil. Some of us, for us, we love the soil, which is okay. And I actually say gold is in that black soil. It's not there in Hoima, that one there. It's not there. Because that one, the wells will later get deeply, yeah. But with agriculture, so, but if you don't want to get involved in that dirty soil, you can still be involved in a certain way. Yeah, you can be involved, like you pack juices, you do value addition, there's so much you can do. And there's much more money. But again, you can still do with the soil, and you yourself still do value addition. So you actually get much more money, no middleman. But now, these are the things I tell people everywhere. That for you to be successful in any business, you need only 3 things. You need, I call them the 3 P's. You need the passion. So you need to be passionate. Sometimes, again, youth now, everyone has had. There's a lot of money in agriculture. Oh, there's a lot of money. They rush. So everyone calls you, I want pigs, I want pigs, I want pigs. You sell your pigs $100, oh dear. You sell this 100. So they all run into agriculture. Now, for them, it is, yes, at the end of the day, it's money. But if you're not passionate about something, however much, like I, for one, I wake up at 4. But if you're looking at money and you don't have the passion, even if I told you that, the only time you can make this money is at 4 a.m., you're like, I still want to sleep. Yes. So, you'd have to be patient. I mean, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. Then you have to be persistent. I'm seeing you with the rosary. So I misplaced mine today. But you're Christian. So it means, I keep telling people, if Jesus fell 3 times, but you a sinner. Really, you a sinner. You fall once and you're like, oh, don't tell me. I kept chicken and I got a loss. Oh, don't tell me chicken. And then you go up spreading the whole news to everyone that, okay, chicken is bad. Then, so you have to be persistent. Repeat. Because when you repeat, you understand actually why you failed the first time. It's like an exam. You fail a paper, you're not dense. You're like, oh, you know what, I failed because I didn't read. Scarce. I didn't do ABCD. So, you leave school today, you want to drive a car like Sudir's. But you know Sudir's story. You know Sudir's story. For you to start to drive, for him to have started driving such a car. So that's the problem. You have to be patient. And in farming, Real money comes after about 3-4 years. Why? Because you be, like we say, you start small and then you're like, maybe the money comes, you can see it comes, but you have to put it back. Like, take for example, you started with 4 pigs. After 4 pigs, you do, you start like, okay, now I have 4 pigs, maybe let me extend the house, let me construct this, so by the time you finish everything that the farm really needs, it's about 3-4 years. Now if you're starting small, but I mean, even if you start big and you've borrowed money, you have to repay. And many times they'll tell you a loan maybe repayment is maybe 3-4 years or 5. So you get it and pay it back. So you cannot do anything with the money until when you're finished with the debt, and then you start playing around with it if you're a real business person. So but then that is in any business. But because many times people don't take farming as a business, that's why I say any business. And then I tell you that please take farming as a business and the sky's the limit.
But what would be your advice?
No, that's why I said passion in anything. You see this air we're breathing? Anything, you can make money. Anything, out of anything, as long as you have passion about it. If you had kept time, I would show you how you make. Me, actually, I don't look at pork, money from pork, and things, oh, yeah. To me, it's gold, to me, okay? So you can make money, just follow your passion. Now, your passion is fruits. As of your meal is fruits. You're like, okay, fine, it's tasty. So then you start from there. And you've done the beginning and the end, but in the middle here, you don't know anything, and then you get there, you get challenges. Yeah.
Doctor, my other question, I've been having this reluctance in fear to start because I feel probably I don't know. I feel I'm not really technically know what I need to do. Do you do like understudy when someone can do a study practical or do the classroom read of this and that, or why you recommend?
Yeah, it depends on your passion, I said, but like what we do here, all the projects we have here, we give them to people. All the projects we have here, we do hands-on training for people. Yeah, so if your passion is passion fruits, we can send you to another person who will take you through. Yeah.
So what do I have to do?
Yeah, you go to the person and depends on the consultancy, what they're doing. Yeah. But for us, it depends.